Hello dear participants. For all the social enterprises, one of the most important things is to find innovative solutions. In several definitions of social entrepreneurship, even the innovation is put in the core of the definition. So if the social enterprise is not innovative, then you are not a social enterprise. Our approach is a bit different to the innovation, and we think that innovation is really important. It's providing a lot of market opportunities and it's providing a lot of competitiveness to your business. It's really very important to pay attention to the innovation. But it's not absolutely necessary to have it in the definition of social entrepreneurship. And when we were designing this exercise, it's called Hourglass version W20, so it's specifically inspired by the nice double 20 year that we have, and there were several challenges, there were several problems for all the type of enterprises. One of our experts started to think like how we can help the social enterprises to understand what is the solution in these turbulent times when we problems in your social enterprise, to find innovative, great solutions to your problems. And this tool is again not one of the easiest tools to realize in your enterprise development activities, but still it is very important because it's giving a possibility to really understand what is your problem and to go step by step to find a solution for your problematic situation. So we started to develop this tool when it was a really heavy year. There was pandemic situation, there was a war in Armenia, so there were several social enterprises even closing up because the situation was really very challenging. And in such a situation, it's really important to have a moment to understand like what is the challenging aspect of your situation, how you can understand like what are the questions that you should ask you to understand like where is your problem, because until we will not be able to diagnose your situation, it will be really difficult to come to solutions. And this tool is based on the model of Hourglass. And why it is designed on that way, so we have 5 stages and each stage is representing a situation. And when the situation is resolved, we're turning the hourglass and starting the functioning of the social enterprise or the activities of social enterprise anew. That's why it's a recurring process, and that's why the hourglass is a very nice metaphor for this. And in the first stage, we're trying to understand what is the situation, like why we're considering this situation as a crisis situation and why we think that we have a problem. And this first stage, we're analyzing the situation. Then we're understanding what are the resources that we have for resolution of this problem. This is again very important moment, because sometimes when we have a problematic situation, especially when a force majeure is coming, when we have a very challenging situation, we think that our resources are not enough, we cannot find this resolution and we need an external support. But sometimes the resource for the resolution of the problem is well hidden in the framework of our organization as well. So the second step is giving us a possibility to understand what are our resources and to understand what kind of internal resources or external resources we have to find a resolution. And the middle point is the moment of pause, the moment of stop, It's really very crucial to understand that to find a resolution, to find a turning point, we should stop and to think like what is the possible resolution. And then of course, we have after understanding what is the possible resolution, after using a couple of techniques which are described in this method, we're finding innovative solutions, we're putting it in action. And again, when putting in action, you should follow concrete guidelines to understand how we are doing this. And then when everything is done, when we have done the appropriate measures, when we have realized our activities, we are returning to the normal functioning or even going to a higher step of development of our organization. And then when turning the hourglass and we're starting the process anew. So the tool itself is composed of description of the method. It's really heavy document actually, so it would be nice if you observe like what are all the steps for the using of the tool, and then to understand the nature of this all 5 stages, and then to realize this tool step by step. There are a lot of guiding questions, a lot of suggestions how you can approach each of the steps of this process, and it will give us a possibility to find an innovative solution to a critical situation and to bring our social enterprise at least to a normal situation, or in the best case also to a situation when you are developing to a higher stage of development.